Hello one, hello all, and welcome to episode 20 of season 3 of Fab Life with Lauren and Lee. I'm here with my usual Lee. He's over the table there with his little fake Paddington bear on.
It's not fake, it's Ralph Lauren.
When he was walking up to
went,
me.
is that Paddington bear? I went, no.
It's Burr, actually.
Burr. It's cold in here.
It's like we've got an audience, I love it. So today we have done a special collab week with another fabulous podcast, Bunny and the Beast. So hello, guys.
Hello,
We
hello.
have Bunny Galore over here. my darling.
Hello, my darling. How
And
are
James,
you?
otherwise known as the Beast.
The Beast. Yes.
Welcome to the studio.
Is that because it's like beast mode at the gym?
There's quite a few stories behind.
Quite a few stories
Beast.
behind the Beast. It kind of actually, I thought it like derived from what we said on our Fab Life listeners. If you want to get the Bunny and the Beast version of
This
our
is-
collab,
Yeah.
go to us. The Beast I thought came from originally from like the House of Mess version of. So I was meaty mess, but then meat kind of being like beastly and that therefore. But then, one of my best friends from home was like, "Oh, we called you the Beast because of how much you ate." And then my sister chimed in and was like, "Oh, we called you the Beast because of how hairy you are." So everyone's been calling me the Beast for different reasons for many, many years.
So it had to be the title.
Very versatile. No?
I know.
Like,
It's the only time.
The only time is first.
We're getting an exclusive
I
on the pod.
know.
The multiverse of podcasts.
Well,
No.
multiverse. We could call this episode multiverse.
Not multi-top or
How am I-
multi-bottom.
How am I spelling verse?
Wink.
Well, welcome. Nice to have you here. We've never had two guests at the same time.
No, we haven't had a double header, have we?
Ooh.
Double trouble. It is.
And how do you two know each other?
Not for very long. Through our friend Owen Mallon, who's a vocal coach, and I've known Owen for many years, and I met James through that. Not that long ago, around Christmas time, wasn't it?
Around
properly?
Christmas time, because you had both literally went to go watch Leslie and Panto.
Yes, we had just come back. We ended up in Soho, and we just, we have those lunches. Particularly, I'm always an Old Compton Brasserie listeners. If you want to find me, I'll be under a table somewhere probably.
Take a champagne.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And we just bonded, and I think I had just started a podcast as well. About Horror Movie One, and we were talking about podcasts, and and James really wanted to do one. I said, well, I've just started this one. And that's produced for me. I don't know if I'll be up to doing one that we were in control of. Turns out it's a lot easier than it used to be. I think I started one about 5 years ago, and it was really hard work. I think because of the pandemic, the technologies and the websites are more user friendly, aren't they? So so suddenly it's a lot easier to do it now. So hence,
Yeah.
but we've not been going very long.
Not very
How
long.
long have you been going?
A few months
I would
now.
say, up to about episode 12 now. Yeah.
Amazing. And tell us, like, what is the usual? We've just been on it, so if you do want to listen to our episode, just
It's
search
great.
Bunny and the Beast on wherever you get your podcasts. But how would you say when it's just you two, like, what is your normal episode kind of like?
Normal episode is basically us catching up with our week, mainly moaning about the weather at some point, but then all basically ripping into each other as many times as we can
Apparently,
in half
yes.
an hour.
I didn't sign up for that, but apparently it's become this.
Yeah, we're both punching bags now,
Yeah,
apparently.
Apparently so.
And it kind of just evolved into embracing the mess of life. So, like, no one's life's perfect. Nothing, like, there's what we see on Instagram or social media.
Speak for yourself, darling. I love the fact that he's like, we embrace the mess of life, and we're like, Fab Life. We've got a great life.
Ours did start because we'd lost the Fab Life.
Oh, did it start off ironically?
Yeah, so we started it off being like,
We
what should we
nearly-
call it?
We nearly called it Fab Life to Drab Life. No,
Right.
yeah, Fab
Drab
Life
Life,
to Drab
yeah.
Life. And I then said, no, we're not calling it that because then we'll have to keep our drab life, and I'm not keeping my drab life.
It doesn't have longevity.
No.
I think it's because we're not talking about our careers as much here, are we? We're talking about our personal lives.
Yeah,
more.
personal lives. Like,
Are you like double checking? Our careers aren't that
Yeah,
mess, are they? Please tell me. It's not about our careers.
what career?
That career out of control a long time ago, but it was realizing that we all keep up a front, don't we, as far as social media stuff like that. And I think James gets accused a lot of that because you present as this sort of Adonis, and people presume that you don't have a personality. Well, he doesn't, obviously. But
And they would be right.
no, but people presume you just are that, and it was interesting to go like, I want to shine a light on who you really are. And obviously, I play a character, really. Yes, I'm funny and this, but it's basically my personality. But I'm hiding behind it. Well,
You're in drag. You're
I'm in drag.
heightened. Yeah.
he's being sarcastic, attempting to be sarcastic.
Emphasis on attempting.
Yeah, told you, no personality. But but no, because it was quite nice. I never normally do things out of costume, so I thought this would be the first time I can do it. Obviously, the podcast, you're listening. If you're listening, it still sounds the same as Bunny Galore normally does. But if you're watching it on YouTube or any clips, I get to do it as myself, which is after how long I've been doing this, 30 years, it's kind of quite rare, I guess.
Yeah, and
That's nice.
you rarely do things out of costume, and I rarely do things in clothes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think this is the most
This,
genuine.
no, this is.
And Lauren and Lee saw game night where they saw that I wore no clothing.
Oh, that's right. You did go. Yes, you went to
We
the
went to
opening
see
night.
it,
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we did.
We did talk about it on the pod actually, so a bit of a callback for regular listeners there. This is the man, the Adonis that
Yes.
we went to watch.
That's right.
In mesh shirt and short shorts.
Yeah, short shorts in plain twister. What more
Yeah.
do you need of
Lots
a
of layers
overnight?
came off.
Lots of layers
Yes,
came off.
Yes, which is
I was literally on all fours, arse up to the audience.
yeah.
That's why
That's
people
just
bought
Tuesday.
tickets.
You gotta
Yeah.
sell the ticket. You gotta sell the ticket. It's a good show. There's some cracking lines.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It's really fun stuff, isn't it? You've just finished again, haven't you? That's
yeah,
the end of
finished
the
it.
run.
That horse
Officially done now.
horse is dead. Horse is
Yeah.
dead.
Horse is dead. Horse
Yeah.
is dead as a dodo.
For now, till they write the sequel.
Well, talking of dead horses, we are joined by Lucas, our producer.
Swear to God.
He's so used to it, isn't he? We've got
Could
Lucas.
be the last one before he goes off to Edinburgh, though.
I
Yes.
Oh,
I thought we'd
probably,
already
yes.
said our goodbyes, but here he is. He's back.
Here he is for a double one. He's got to listen to our drivel for 2 hours today. He looks defeated.
And I gave him a whisper.
I know.
That did
You
perk
didn't
me up
give
a
him a
bit.
whisper.
Thank you,
He
Lauren.
begged for a whisper. Lauren, is there a whisper going for me? I've not been able to eat anything today. I thought, "Jeez."
oatmeal and gruel.
Oh, you'd make a great Oliver.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Still now.
urchin.
Yeah.
Mm. Anyway, so
Back to us.
good to have you here,
Thank
guys.
you, darling.
Thanks for coming. Now we thought we would do one of our episodes that we've done before with other people, and also ourselves.
We've done it twice ourselves.
We
'cause it was quite
have, and I think
fun.
we should bring it back. Well, we're bringing it back today.
Bringing it back.
But it's with you two.
Mm.
And it is a Room 101 episode.
Ooh.
Okay, so do you know the premise of Room 101, James?
No, go
No.
for
How old
it.
are you, James, actually?
29.
Mentally 12.
Oh, no.
No, that's
know
it.
what
No,
Room 101
that's
is.
academically.
Did you know that I had? Did you notice how I had to just double check that James knew? I was
know.
like, you'll know. Room
Exactly, I
101.
know what it is.
Do
Yeah.
you not know?
No,
You've not heard of Room 101?
no.
Okay, so Room
Who was the
101.
first presenter of it?
Have you heard of Room 101?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
And
just me
it's-
then.
And it's
Lucas
from
is like
something else, isn't it? Doesn't it come from a movie or
Yeah, it comes
it's?
from 1984.
That's right.
The book, the George.
George Orwell.
Yes.
Oh, look at you! That was school,
At
wasn't
Wigan
it?
Pier
Yeah.
at the weekend, actually.
Wigan Pier.
Yeah.
Why?
Just
Community
because
service.
no, it's near home. Although it's used for like raves and stuff now. But
Is it?
Yeah.
Wigan. Is that near you?
yeah, that's where I get the train to.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
I know, me too.
My friend lived there for 3 years.
Lovely pies.
She didn't tell me that.
Oh, that's
But she
Pies?
went to
What
drama
kind of
school
pies?
till it closed down.
Meat pies, pies in a balm. Wigan kebab is a pie and a sandwich.
Oh.
Freddie had one. My husband had one as soon as
A pie and a sandwich.
Oh my god, you've not lived.
Isn't that just a pie? Like the pastry?
But you have a pie and then you like butter a balm and then you put the pie in the balm.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's absolute grotesque.
Everything
my
tastes
gosh,
better in a
not
sandwich,
necessary.
It does.
It does.
Carb on carbs.
Yeah.
Actually, that's quite good.
Oh yeah,
Carbicide.
all weekend was carbs.
Crisps in a sandwich.
Yeah.
Crisps.
Oh,
Crisps.
Some people had a pot
Sandwich.
noodle sandwich.
No,
I
that's too
do.
far.
You will never see me in a pot noodle unless it's for a substantial amount of cash.
I've only had one once, and that was not as a bet, but it's like, no, you've got to try one.
Oh, I'd love a
And it-
pot noodle.
No, I don't
actually.
mind it.
Oh.
Yeah.
My brother's really dirty. He used to have it like, you meant to like leave it like set and then like
Yeah.
Right.
soak up the water. He'd have it like runny, like sort
Oh.
of ramen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're dirty.
I've got a new flatmate, and he's moving in this week. And he popped in. I didn't know he was in. And on Saturday, I was quite hungover. I'd gone and done a gig in the afternoon. Came back. I thought I'm gonna have a ham and cheese sandwich, meal deal from Sainsbury's, and I got
Perfect.
some beef hula hoops. And as he's coming down the stairs, I didn't realise I am shoving hula hoops into a ham and cheese
Squashing
sandwich.
it down. Squashing it down.
And he went, "Oh, you must be Lee." And I went, "No." I said, "You cannot meet me like this." I said, "I'm eating a hula hoop sandwich. It's common." No judgment. And I was like, "Oh, God." It was awful, but I do love a crisp
I can't
sandwich.
imagine you smashing your hula hoops down.
I know. I was mortified. I was like, no. I like ran to get a bottle of champagne.
Go back upstairs.
Caviar, champagne ready.
Where's that Harrods bag that I got in 20 years ago? You remember when you used to go to Harrods, you'd only buy like a little 30p cake, not 30p.
But you'd be like, can I have a bag?
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah.
biggest bag possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tottenham.
exactly.
You used to do that in Jane Norman though as well, didn't you?
Oh, and it always said Jane Nor,
No.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got one,
my
me. I
friends
never.
always-
And every girl at school would use it to hold her PE kit in.
Yes.
Yeah.
it
I never had one.
was. I remember that. It's ludicrous. And I always thought it was Jane Nor. I didn't know
Yeah,
it was
me
Norman.
too. It was like the little brown bag of our.
That's
But
when
True.
you know, Lambretta, I thought it was I Umbrella. I think I've told that before. Because the font was hard to read. And I was like, I would like to get an I Umbrella scooter one day. And they were like, what? And I was like, an I Umbrella scooter. They were like,
Not know
do you
about I
mean
Umbrella.
Lambretta? I was like, oh. Was it a Lambretta scooter? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it has like that mod, like t-shirts.
I have no idea what this is.
Well,
That's
back
what
to
you're-
Like
Room 101.
Room 101.
Room
Explain the
101 is something where, and it was an old TV show as well, where you basically can put things that annoy you, that you want to get rid of, into Room 101 and it will disappear.
Oh.
So previous ones, I've said like the noise of when buses let the air out of their tires. Hate it.
Oh, straight through me like a knife.
Yes, I
Don't like
hate like noises like that. Another
I
Room
remember David
101.
Ames had a good one, and then when he came in as a guest on the show, because obviously a mutual friend, David Ames.
Shout out to David Ames.
Hey, shout out! I love to do shout outs. So every ep, someone gets a shout out. It's like shout out to the old dads was the favourite. People were like, I've got an old dad
Once
too.
said,
Like shout out!
I've got an old dad. And they shout out to old dads. What?
Shout out to everyone with an old
Say
dad.
it. I'd be like, move this wire. Shout out to wires.
But then since someone's pointed it out, it's the worst when someone points out something you say all the time, isn't it? Because now I'm always like, shout out, and then I have to go, yeah, that was a shout out. Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
Acknowledging it.
But David Ames, he didn't remember to say it on the show because he got I can't
easily
remember
distracted.
we were
E-
pissed.
Yeah.
yeah, we were pissed as well because they were running late.
Oh, right.
We were like, we're fine, and then they got us a free drink because they were like, I'm so sorry. It was like a good half an hour, 40 minutes late.
And we'd met beforehand to have.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were really hammered. So he had a really good one, and he was like, yeah, getting all fiery about it. But the one he said before was really good, and he went, people who don't wash their outside coats. You know, like your coats, like, and then Lee was like,
An outside coat, James. I love not wearing a coat. To be fair, this is why,
Yeah.
because it's drivel, not drivel, it's drizzle.
This is
today.
drivel.
Yeah, it's drizzle today, but it's still warm. You don't have to wear a
oh
coat.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Got me
made me do realize, like, oh wait, I don't think I've ever washed an outside coat before in my life.
No.
You go home and look at like the cuffs, you know, like
Yes.
mine have got makeup on them and all sorts. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Wash
same.
your outside
So
coats.
it's just whatever you could, whatever you want it to be. Outside coats, mine was like the noise of the tires. There's loads. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Tires, I love
I've
that
put
one.
Oh,
loads in.
when people are
Hold on.
when people are eating and then their cutlery scratches across the plate and it makes that
Yes.
high pitched sound, cuts
Yeah.
right through my soul.
Especially if you're in one of those like artisan restaurants and they're serving it on like metal plates.
Oh no!
I don't want to get. This is probably a bit of a room 101 for a lot of people. I don't want to get served anything on a chopping board anymore.
No.
Not a plank.
Not a plank of wood. No, I'm not having it.
The metal plates remind me. It's the things that used to bake cottage pies in the 40s. Those type of things.
And they've just found them in a charity shop.
Yeah, and now they're like everywhere. And it's like, oh, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
It's giving me flashbacks to like. No, I was around in the 40s before you said anything, James.
I wasn't saying anything.
But it was like,
I was thinking it.
yeah, it's true.
Shock horror. I can think.
It's the 1840s. I love you know. Thank you. What would be my? Are we playing the game now?
Yeah,
We're going for it.
Yeah.
You can do a couple each, and then we'll pick our favourite.
Okay. I think my new one is people watching TV with subtitles on. That seems to be a new thing. And I'm like, why are you doing that?
Social media generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people don't have the sound on ever.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, because I was...
What, without the sound, but just the subtitles, or both?
I
My
don't...
dad needs both.
Yeah,
He struggles,
not-
especially with American sitcoms.
People with normal...
Does it?
Yeah,
Really?
he likes it. He likes
Oh,
the
the-
subtitles on.
Well, that would be more understandable. I'm not talking about anyone that with any hearing problems here. I'm just talking
Yeah.
just
We
generally.
would hope not.
Just
Don't be hating on the deaf community.
Not gonna be listening. Sorry.
He's not putting subtitles on this
no, I
week,
might
is
have
he? No, you left in 2 weeks of me fucking up. So this has to stay.
Last week we made a bit of a silly joke. Not a joke, but God, out of context is probably even worse. But we hit the Qatar comedy charts.
Yes.
Do you get those things when you're in a when you're
Yes,
in a podcast
yeah.
car and you get an email?
We're in the top 15 of comedy in Luxembourg.
Oh my God, see, isn't it great when you hit a country and you're like, fucking great. We've had Dublin, not Dublin, we've had Ireland, Dublin, like it's his own country. We've had Ireland,
Geography,
Japan.
well done.
We were yo-yoing in and out of Japan,
Oh my
honestly.
God.
People obviously aren't very funny in Japan because why are we up there?
We're big in Japan.
We're massive in Japan,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
And then we were in Qatar.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we were
so-
also like, who? That's
How?
not our demographic.
I think our
No.
YouTube videos are like banned in like Qatar, Russia,
Yeah,
Dubai.
Anyway, so I text her saying, "Do you want me to leave that thing in that you said about Qatar?" And she was like, "Yeah, go on then." So I'm gonna keep the hearing one in. But
Yeah, thank
sorry,
you.
guys, it was a cheap joke. I didn't need to do it. So why subtitles? Is it just?
I did,
people-
it's a Gen Z thing. They've watched normal TV with subtitles on, and I don't understand. I think, have you got flatmates and that's why you're keeping the noise down? I don't understand. I just don't understand it, but it seems to be a thing.
I didn't know that.
What-
was-
yeah.
Yeah. It's also like that generation will listen to the phone out loud in a public.
Oh, God, I hate
Oh.
that.
That number to strike two. There we go.
Yeah, that's one. You've just made me think of one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just gonna whack that in.
Yeah.
straight
But
in.
what I will say is, apparently, and this is a good tip for you having a baby, because as you know, I've had one. So I've got some tips.
Yeah, tips and tricks.
You're
with
meant
me.
to. They say for your babies, if they're watching TV like Peppa Pig or whatever, put the subtitles on as well, because it helps them learn to read.
That would be good. That's a good learning
Oh.
device, but not when you're 19.
Yeah, you should know that.
You
by
should
now.
know that. Yeah, I just don't understand
so
why.
Interesting.
It is a thing. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it because it's a fairly.
No.
And I've got one mate that comes over and he always puts the subtitles on. Why? We're here. But the TV's about. My living room is not very big. The TV is massive. It's like that far away from me, so it's about 2 feet away. Why are you putting? I don't get
That
it.
is strange. Also, I find it really distracting when you do watch anything with the subtitles on. My Disney Plus puts it on automatically, and I have to like turn it off.
Yes.
Oh, wait, you
because
used to
end
do
up
that when it
reading
first
and you're
came
not
out.
actually watching, You're not watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. I find it distracting. Yeah. It's like.
It doesn't bother me.
Can you read?
You're like, there's funny little shapes in every TV program.
What is this?
It's like when the mask comes on in front of people in the GIF, like, what's going on?
What about the person that stands by the side of the screen and does sign language?
Love that. Love that.
I
like the festival.
semi.
But I
to it.
find it more funny. I find it more interesting to watch them than the
Yeah.
entire show. So when we did game night in Edinburgh, and she was supposed to come in and do the London show, we did have someone sign it.
Oh, amazing.
But there's
But
loads of swerving and
There's loads of swearing and
sex
saying words
jokes.
like "suck a tit and die" and "oh, I had a great night on a swing," or like I'm not gonna say other jokes, but I was like on stage, like at the corner of my eye, I was like, "What is that in sign
I'd want to
language?"
know what suck a tit and die was in sign
Yeah.
Oh.
language.
Exactly.
"Suck a tit and die."
Oh, I was hoping she was gonna have to
Lean down.
yeah.
This is
What
obviously
if she was
YouTube joke.
flat-chested? Would she have to grab someone else's? Valid question.
And is it like different tit, boob,
Important
breast?
questions to be asked.
know.
Maybe I don't know. Apparently, it's very. It can get very literal. Apparently,
I'd
sign
have been
language.
asking her backstage.
I find it quite.
I think she was like, "That's actually lesbian," or "That's lesbian," and bullshit.
That's a good one, little.
This is for the YouTube, obviously, not
I was
for
gonna say, this
for the podcast.
Yeah,
but
so-
James, yeah. And,
Yeah.
doesn't do audio very well.
All right, so you've got subtitles.
The subtitles, yeah. I have to say, I find if I'm on stage with somebody, I do find it if someone's signing, it's really hard not to go. You shouldn't acknowledge them, should you? But it's really distracting to go like.
Also,
Yeah.
I've
just wanna turn
we
around
could
and look.
completely like ruin you by just clipping.
Mm.
So you'd like to put subtitles in written one-on-one, okay? You just
The power.
Please, yeah.
No, people who watch
Millennials
when they're
and
on
Gen
YouTube.
Zs watching normal TV normally with subtitles on. It's a new thing, and it just drives me nuts.
Get it?
And yours is
When noises cut
scraping.
against plates.
Yeah. Do you have any new ones, Lauren?
Do I have any new ones? God, people.
Do you have any
I don't know.
pregnancy ones?
Oh
Pregnancy
yes.
Oh right, yeah. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
People who don't give me a seat, actually.
Ooh.
Wait, people actually don't do that.
People
They
don't
didn't
do
do
it.
it the other week when I was
witnessed
on with
it, didn't
you.
you?
I couldn't
It's
believe
really
it.
funny because I've said it a few times, and I'm in the second trimester. That's
They
when you're
pretend
meant to
they
be
haven't
like,
seen you.
And but I've had it where people look up, see me, and then pretend they're either asleep or they didn't see me and they're on the phone because they can't be asked to get up.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a seat like further along. But if everyone's got cases or I've got a bag, I'm like, I'm not gonna like
Climb.
waddle through there.
Yeah.
But someone else could.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And they just kind of go, and they assess it, and then they go, nah. She must be. I think they must think she must be all right.
She looks healthy.
Yeah.
So,
And like
thanks.
before I've never been pregnant before. Like whatever, this is my first child. But even before, I would always like discussed this. I'm sure you're the same. Pregnant woman or elderly person or someone with a stick or whatever. You're always like, yeah, sit down. But then when you're actually pregnant, you're like, oh, you do need a seat. This badge makes sense because some women feel sick the whole time or like have like a sore back or
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like whatever. So you really don't know what's going on in someone's life. And I'm like, I could be like in absolute agony here, and people are just like, you know, it's the worst for it. Old men, like older men,
Of course.
older straight men. They're just like they're sat there and they'll just man spread. I've seen them like man spread
Oh my
and
God.
fall asleep at rush hour, and you're like, dude, why don't you have any like awareness of how you come?
Yeah.
They need a first ticket to Barbie.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you just go
They
watch
need
that
to go
and learn
get
and educate.
educated.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Barbie?
Yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't yet either.
I'd like to
I
go.
need to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Don't tell us. Does she die in the end?
They break up.
What weirdly like I don't know what they've done
Does she die?
I in terms of PR, weirdly, I now want to see as well Oppenheimer. I feel
I mean,
I
Yeah,
have a
same.
duty to see
Yeah.
it because
Yeah.
I want to see Barbie.
I did want
The
to
way
see it
they've done
anyway.
it, and it smashed records.
Has it?
Mm.
I feel like they've done so well.
Brainwashed
because-
us.
Yeah, because it's not streamed either, is it? It's like literally an old-fashioned. You have to go to the cinema.
Probably a
vibe.
good thing, isn't it? Because it was getting a
Yeah.
little bit like, especially with the strikes
You
on
don't have
it.
to go out.
Yeah, you don't have to go
Yeah.
out. You don't have to be. Money-wise, I think it's probably better for box office, isn't it? And also with the strikes on at the moment, I think the streaming thing is jumping straight to streaming is not a good thing. So for the industry, anyway,
Yeah.
it is for consumers, yes, but not so much for the industry itself. So it's nice that it's at the cinema. I think.
Yeah, defo.
Makes people go out. I think it's more. I think Barbie. It reminds me of when Sex and the City 1 and 2 came out because it's more an event.
I loved two.
Yeah.
I love
Liza.
2. Yeah, I love
Hold
2.
back.
silver ladies, hold. Now put your hands up, up
Exactly.
in the club.
That was my
love
first experience of Sex in the City is the movies. I never saw the
You
series
can
before.
kind of just watch the films though without.
Yeah.
kind of-
Yeah, and it's like you kind of get it. You're like,
Yeah, it's fine. It offended me to my core that he hadn't watched it. That's
Yeah.
kind of why we were talking about for a podcast was we're going to watch the show from the beginning. But
Yeah.
in the end, we thought we had one lunch. And went, no, we're fine. We don't need the premise.
yeah, yeah,
We'll just chat rubbish and it'd be absolutely fine. And we have.
yeah.
Is that-
And then I started watching half of them just like that, and I was like, I can't.
I've not watched that, because I'm just trying to remember the series in the glory.
Series 2 of Just Like That is great. Series 1, I don't have a problem with it. A lot of people do, but it depends on what your experience with grief is, I guess. But and it's kind of for me, it's like, well, I've been through that several times over. It's absolutely fine. But if you're not used to that, I think it would be a bit confronting. I think to have to
okay.
go.
I'm
through
sure shares in Peloton went down after that first
Yeah,
episode.
well, he did an advert
He
in
was
the advert. Yeah,
wasn't
Was he?
Yeah,
it was
straight
quite
after.
clever. But then he also got accused of like sexual misconduct after that. So then
Yeah.
I think the advert got dropped as well.
Yeah,
Oh.
so, yeah.
Oh Christ, I missed all this.
But all excellent PR for
Exactly. It's a series 2.
That's why I put in Room 101, and just like that.
No.
Would you drop it
Oh,
in?
we can clip that as well. Cancelled. Let's get him
Okay.
cancelled. Although-
Darling, we have to be someone to be cancelled.
You are someone. Would you describe yourself as an influencer?
Oh, no, I don't like
Content
that term.
creator.
Create
Content
I always
creator.
take the mickey. I can't stand the word influencer. I thought it drives me nuts. But like,
Confluencer.
and,
Confluencer.
That's what I want to be.
A sinfluencer.
Yeah.
My grandma did once say to me, I was wearing a suit. She said, "Oh, you're looking very influential." I thought, "Oh, that is a good compliment."
ooh.
But influencer is
Influencer is not.
influenza.
Yeah.
Influencer.
You're looking ill.
You look sick.
Yeah, it's
I
never.
one stomach flew away from my goal weight.
So when did you got big on the old tick of the talk, didn't you?
Not Tick of the Talk, Gram of the Insta.
Was
Gram of
it?
the Insta.
Gram of the
So
Insta's where it
TikTok came
started.
after.
TikTok came after.
Oh, I've got it wrong.
Yeah, it was one photo from Mike Hooper last year where I was wearing glitter mesh and a harness, and that literally.
And a smile.
No, I don't think I was smiling then.
Well, I
It was a
mean,
da- it was
what I
sad
mean is
time.
that means not much else. Is that that's what that means?
Not much else. Oh yeah, just got it. Sorry. Oh yeah, musical theatre, Ginger Orphan. Yeah, done. And that literally skyrocketed.
What?
It went. You never fully dressed without a smile.
Oh, Ginger Orphan.
You didn't even. Oh, you weren't even hinting that.
I wasn't listening, darling. It's fine. I just
You turned off hearing
blocked
aids.
it out. Yeah, I just try to block it out as much as I can nowadays.
Can't have any more talk about hearing. We've said enough.
Not with without a signer present.
Yeah.
And that photo literally kicked off. Went crazy.
Yeah.
Like it got around
I
like
thought it might have been a
75,000
lockdown
likes or
thing
something like that.
as well.
That's what I presumed as well. I didn't realise it's
Oh.
not that long ago as well.
Lockdown was literally me jumping around my living room in Chiswick trying to do workouts for people, and people just like, yeah, we're
Yeah,
just.
because you're a fitness instructor as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I do a bit of fitness, a bit of PTing here and there.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oh.
time to
Sort me
time.
out after the baby.
Absolutely, babes. I'll sort you out.
Get her post baby bod.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Exactly. It sounds great. Doesn't
Has
it?
he ever done a workout for you?
No, I was thinking he's been very kind and not commented on my weight gain or my fact I'm very, very unfit nowadays. But I'm 52 now, and it's kind of I gave up kind of keeping any semblance of like fitness quite a while ago. I think I yo-yoed a lot during the pandemic. I kind of put on weight, and then I did a training thing after that, and I started running as well. But yeah, in the last 6 months, I think I've just gone, okay, that's enough now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I changed my mind,
Yeah.
so I will
You
see.
fall on and off the bandwagon. I feel like I'm back on like bloody
You look amazing.
hula hoop
Yeah.
sandwiches and chocolate. I wasn't eating chocolate for like a month or two, and then I had like 3 days of eating it, and now I'm hooked on the sugar again.
Stock.
Mm.
Yeah.
People don't realise that about you as well, because you do have a healthy relationship with the gym, but like you love a tiffin. You love.
Oh, I
People
Oh,
forget
love
that
a
about Lee, and
tiffin.
I'm like, no.
I would not
me.
put them in room 101.
No.
Right here next to me.
I'd put coconut in it. I don't like coconut.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I-
no,
yeah.
hate it,
Me
hate it.
too.
Yeah.
Is that your
like
latest
coconut,
What
one?
foods then?
Celery,
Oh,
Peanut butter.
celery.
You can't have peanut butter.
I hate peanut butter.
Oh, it's a bit of a
Really?
cliche though. I always thought like muscly people always loved peanut butter.
Yeah, don't like it.
You're not allergic to
Don't-
nuts, are you, or anything like that? So-
Honey. If I'm allergic to nuts, then what is my existence?
That was a great feed line, wasn't it? There, I'm super proud of
peanut
myself.
butter, hate it. But I like a satay. It's weird.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
chicken satay.
Okay.
Satay away.
Yeah. What about you?
Again, a bit basic, like James in this. That
You
runner
tried.
beans,
Okay, you tried.
runner beans, and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, sprouts is.
I know, it's
is-
really-
Unless
I know.
I like them unless they're like char grilled.
Are they better that way?
But if they're on
kind of-
Christmas
they're
dinner,
crispy
I,
and-
you only have them on Christmas dinner. It's only one
No,
time a
they've gotta
year.
be like oven baked, like crispy.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. So I think I've let all of them in today. author.
I'm struggling with the subtitles one.
It is
Only because I
strange.
just want to win back the deaf community. No, but I don't know why it would bother me.
Yeah.
Unless I was watching it at the same time.
It's just one of those slightly annoying things that young people do. I'm getting to that stage.
Oh, he
Yeah.
wants to put young people
Yeah.
in the room on it.
Yeah,
Gen Z,
exactly.
right,
Gen
isn't
Z.
it?
Yeah.
But unless they've got blonde
this
floppy
hole.
hair,
You are?
unless they've got blonde floppy hair, then they're safe.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Bunny loves blonde floppy hair
Yes.
boys.
Is that your thing?
Yeah. Not that young.
Another exclusive.
Not another one. Not another scandal.
Oh yeah. None of us can take another scandal, can we? Yeah. That is my type. Is that kind of preppy, geeky guys with long floppy hair.
Oh, cute. What's your type, James?
I don't have a type.
You
I know
do,
it-
you just don't realise.
I don't have.
I do know what your type is, but we can't say it on the podcast.
No, I don't. Shut up. I don't have a. I don't. Shut up. No, I don't have a type because if I think about like all the people I've dated or people who've been my boyfriend, etc., they're all vastly
All very
different.
different.
All very
Okay.
different.
Paying customers, you see, they can vary quite a lot.
They can.
Yeah, the type is bank account.
Teasing, obviously.
Well, we're gonna move very quickly because we've got to finish onto our quickfire round. We always do this with guests.
Oh,
And so, just to answer both as quick as possible, we have, here we go, night in or night out?
night out.
Night out.
Cocktail or fizz?
Oh, fizz.
Cocktail.
Film or theatre?
Theatre.
Film. I'm the queen of the cult movies.
That's right. Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Coke. Cola.
That tricks you, that one.
Lights on or lights off?
Oh, a nice scented candle, I think.
Middle ground.
Lights off.
City break or pool holiday?
Pool.
Pool, I think. Same, yeah.
Beyonce or Adele?
Beyonce.
Oh, Adele. Adele, yeah.
Dress
Adele.
up or comfies?
Dress up.
Dress up, but that's my career, really.
Also, because I just never wear clothes anyway.
Yes.
Also, Newick. I hate that we've written comfies.
Oh, yeah.
How have we never discussed that? That's like.
I
new.
won't have written that.
I've not written that.
I've not.
I've not.
Lucas, was it you? Dance or sing?
Oh, sing. Sing.
I'd prefer to sing than dance.
I prefer you dance, not sing.
You prefer me to do neither.
Top or bottom?
Oh, honey, I'm both.
It's as
You can
open
do
as
it, you know,
can say.
top bunk, you know, whatever.
I'm top.
I'm both. But
Yeah, sure, hun.
Coffee or tea?
coffee,
Oh, tea all the way, every day.
Sweet or savoury?
savoury.
Sweet, unfortunately.
Always a starter.
Morning person or night owl?
Night owl.
Oh, night owl, definitely night owl.
And then finally, straight up or on the rocks?
Oh.
Oh, I'm not sure what straight up means. So in
It
So I must
generally
have-
means like ice.
ice,
or-
yeah. So I never realised that's what it meant. So ice, definitely.
Yeah, I'd go on the rocks.
On the rocks?
Yeah.
You're quite opposite, actually. They
Yeah,
have
I
a lot
quite
of
like that. It was like
opposites. They really are.
divided.
I know.
Well, thanks for coming, guys. A little
Oh.
collab. Like I said, when does your episode? Is it when
Yeah,
does
when
it
did you go
land?
live?
Thursday.
Well, we used to be Thursdays, but we changed to Fab Life Fridays. So, their episode, if you're listening or watching on Friday, will have landed yesterday. So if you haven't watched it, then you can go ahead and watch your socials. What's your?
Yeah.
Bunny and the Beast 69 on Instagram.
Of course, it is.
If you want to email,
68 was taken.
no, 68 was her age, so I didn't want to figure out. You can email us at bunnyandthebeast69@gmail.com or send any complaints and trolling on our Instagram socials personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are your personal instas as well? People can give you a-
So, well, mine is the real Bunny Galore on Instagram and Bunny Galore on Twitter.
And I'm at James Colebrook __. It's double.
We will be tagging you in our story on
Thanks so
Friday.
much.
anyway,
Same.
so
Double.
double.
Lucas, best of luck in Edinburgh. If we don't see you
Yes.
for that, do check out his show. And yeah, this has been episode 20. We've had our first double guest.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we'll be back for more next time. And follow us at Fab Life Pod on Insta or YouTube. Just search for Fab Life with Lauren and Lee. Yeah, and we'll see you next week. Probably just the two of us again.
We can make it a
Anyway, see you next time on Fab Life.
with Lauren and Lee.